Hey guys, how you doing? It's Drake here, Drake Here's Dungeon, and I just got to get some stuff off of my chest because this is just really ticking me off. So, Matt, I'm at work today, and I am just doing my thing, and somebody comes up to me, and they start just talking about all the stuff that's interesting in their life, and what's going on with their life, and what's making them, the issues that they're going through, and I'm just listening because that's perfectly fine. I have no problems with being empathetic and being a empathetic ear, and being able to comfort you in your time of need or whatever. And I do this a lot. I do this with a lot of different people. They come up and they talk to me. And why do they talk to me? Because apparently I'm a good listener. That being said, I then talk to this person and I tell them, hey, let me tell you about what's happened in my life. Let me tell you what's happening here. And I start to recount a story that starts out, that has something that is just a slight mention of a quote from an individual that is political in nature. And the person holds up their hand and says, I'm going to stop you right there. I don't want to hear about anything political because that makes me uncomfortable. You just got finished dishing to me about your relationship problems between you and your significant other, and how life isn't treating you well, and how you're not getting recognition from your partner and from your parents, and because you don't feel accepted. All of that shit is political in nature. But when I want to tell you something about what's happening in my life, you can't be bothered with that. Now, I don't know if this has happened to other people, and if it hasn't, then I am a lone island or a lone ship in the storm, and that's just the way it is. But I just had to rant about this. It happens. I find that if I'm talking to somebody that's my age, I don't run into these problems, and as the younger somebody gets, the more often they're like, oh no, I don't want to deal with that. Oh no. You helped me, but I'm not going to help you. Oh, no. And it's this level of selfishness. We're human beings, okay? We're animals. We have a tendency to be very selfish and self-centered as a means of survival, as a means of, biologically ingrained in us over millions of years of evolution. We have grown to be creatures that want to survive. And how do we survive? Is we act selfishly. And this is translated not only into the way that we interact with others. We're social animals, so we do understand that there's a need for us to be part of a group, but we always want to be the top of that group. There are those that want to be the top of that group, and we call that toxic masculinity. But the women want to be at the top of the group too, and our social structure is about pulling the other down. If you've never heard of the story of the barrel of crabs, we are a barrel of crabs. If somebody else is starting to get up, what happens? We pull them down. We pull them down. If you look at what's happening in media, and you look at what's happening in politics, whenever somebody is achieving above you, what is the first drive? To grab that person and pull them down. It's not to go, hey, I'm going to help you out. It's always grab that person and pull them down. It doesn't matter if they're on the other side or the same side as you, because you're going to be pulling them down. Just look at the different people in the news. You have Elon Omar, who is bashing Obama, who achieved, and she's in the same blasted party as him, but she can't let him achieve. She has to pull him down. Oh, he was a terrible person because he used drones indiscriminately. Okay. You're just trying to pull down somebody who had achieved at a high level within society and within your own party. Now, that happens with the Republicans, it happens with the Democrats, but it happens more and more the younger the individuals are. We've lived in a society, we lived in a country, a great country, in which we have come together, and we come together in times of great strife and in times of great need, and we've helped each other. We have the Great Depression, we have World War I, we have World War II, we have the Civil Rights Movement, we have the the economic downturn during the 1970s. All of these things, brought communities closer together. And yes, it divided some communities. And yes, there was animosity and there was stress and there was, conflict. But as a whole, as a society, we were brought closer together. With social media, with the advent of always on news, with the advent of everything that we do, everything that we say is under a microscope, people have found that all they want to do is rip down the people that are achieving above them so that they can get that achievement. It's no longer 5 minutes of fame people are shooting for. They're shooting for 50 seconds. And that is absolutely detrimental to the well-being and the mental stability of people. I really hope that when people see this video, they understand that my frustration does not come from the individual, but from the group mindset of, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. That's something that's going to bother me. I don't want to be bothered. Until we can come together as a group and decide that sympathy and empathy are our driving force, the betterment of multiples, like the betterment of the group is going to outweigh the betterment of the selfishness of the single. We have a problem. I'm not calling for socialism. I'm not calling for communism. I'm not calling for a balancing of the playing field, equality and outcome. That's not what I'm calling for. I'm calling for us to, as individuals, as people, to recognize that when somebody needs help, God damn it, help them. Reach your hand out and pick them up, help pick them up, because that's what makes this country great. It's not the government stepping in and doing something. It's not the government taking the responsibility away from the people. It's about us as the people taking responsibility not only for ourselves but for our fellow man. Because if we don't help out our fellow man, if we don't support them, then all we are is the problem. And then let the prophecy from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez come true, and let the earth burn in 10 years. Because we don't deserve to live here, and we don't deserve to work here, and we don't deserve to thrive here if we are going to continue to rip down everybody and rip down anybody that is above us, so that we can achieve that equality by tearing down other people. We need to look into that barrel of crabs and see the people that are below us and help them get up to where we are. And if we're at the top of that barrel, we should be helping putting people over the top of that over and over and over again. Because that's what a good person does. That's what a good society does. And that's what humanity needs to be about. Well, that's all for the video, guys. I'm going to let you go. Again, this is Drake Here's Dungeon. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below. In the event that you have it in you, head on over to minds.com/Drake Here and follow me over there. Follow me on Twitter at DrakeHere.com. And we will see you on the flip side.